Salute everybody. Happy Thursday. I hope everybody's having a blessed Thursday. I know it's storming in some places, and I know that Hurricane Bertha is great. Is about to touch land. So I want everybody that's going to be affected by Hurricane Bertha to be a safe, take safety measures, and take the hurricane serious. Okay? Let me go on and put this on vibrate. Because if I don't, baby, or silent. Let me put it on silence. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, scholarship, research, and educational purposes, because y'all know we're going to criticize, okay? But it's something that we can take from these cases because we never know when this type of thing is going to knock at our doors. So, we have to really start paying attention to these cases for our own self and our own sake because we're living in such a crazy and evil world. We just have to, okay? Thank you, Goddess Little Sis. Appreciate the copyright disclaimer. Thank you for dropping it. If y'all can drop Payday's link in the chat as well. Hey, Nika, what's going on, sister? Nika, I thought I modded you up. Hey, Kiki, baby. GSF Major TV said, Miss Parker, Friday, LOL, nah, but I'm waiting for the live. Let's get it popping today, gang. I'm rolling up, finna enjoy this one. Okay, what's going on, Melody? What's going on, Belinda? What's going on, sisters? Hey, almost showtime, okay? What's going on, Samad, sis? What's happening? She said, I'm waiting for 3 years of Nolan's text message. LOL, the truth. Every time I hear Ben Crumb say truth, I know they're running. What up, Time Warp sis? Miss Jamila, honey. Drop your link, honey. Make sure you drop your link if you don't know how. One of the moderators drop honey's link, please, and share it. What's going on, Kirby? Doing good so far. Make sure y'all drop GSF Major TV's link. Hey, country baby, what's happening? Nurse K, I've so missed you. I have not seen you around, and I was just thinking about you literally yesterday. I miss you so much. Make sure y'all drop my Pooh's link. I love some Nurse K. Don't give a fuck. I love her. Okay? What's up, Nikki Bryan? What's going on, Brie? What's going on, sister? What's going on, Evelyn? Hey, baby. TT sis. Stephanie. Thank you for being a member for 8 months, Evelyn. I appreciate that. Thank you. Miss Parker, but Nolan grown. What if he wanted to stay with Katie? It came out that he liked Katie in front of everybody. I truly believe Katie's dad killed him. No disrespect, y'all. Just my thoughts. And, I did bring that up. I did make sure I brought that up because I do want to. My juju on the beat. What's going on? What's going on, my sugar bees? I appreciate y'all, okay? What's going on, Maisha sis? I miss you, Nurse K, like dead ass. What's going on, Queen Butterfly sister? What's going on? Fireworks are sparking. The autopsy comes out, the second autopsy from the family. Shout out to Colin for supporting another autopsy for another African-American male, because a lot of times the families don't have it. And when they're grieving, when these families are grieving and things like that, they're not thinking about that. They just lost their loved one. And that goes for everybody. But Colin definitely steps in when it's needed when it comes to that. You get what I'm saying? So I want to say shout out to Colin Kaepernick for sure. Hey, LaShondra, what's going on? Contradictions. And I'm going to read the contradictions. Okay? I'm going to read the contradictions to show people why it's a things that make you go, And why are they talking now? Okay? Hey, Mooey, baby. So make sure y'all tap on the like button. Make sure y'all notification bells are on, even though it doesn't help because YouTube is shady as fuck. We're just going to keep it honest. Okay? And also help me reach my YouTube goal. It's an incentive given to content creators by YouTube. It's just 10. It starts at $1. You know what I'm saying? If I got 10, I can damn near get like 4 bags of gummy bears. And now I be liking my candy and shit. I'm back to my gummy bears and shit like that. So help a bitch Get a couple of bags of gummy bears, okay? Hey Giselle, what's going on? What's going on? GSF said if his dad went looking for him on the 5th around the island, he would have saw his son. This seems like something a cop would do, which came out of Katie's dad was a cop. I agree that what's going on, Giselle says. I do agree that it's suspicious on Katie's part because, like I said, her mom saying Katie's safe. You get what I'm saying? And we can't dispute the fact that that is a possibility that her dad, because he definitely looks racist. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that everybody that I think look racist is racist, but he definitely gives off a racist vibe just by his pictures and stuff. And I never said that Warren them unalived Nolan. I said they know something. And I'm nowhere, no way, no shape, no how leaving my homegirls on an island. Whether they want to chill with Bob, Billy, Tommy, Daryl, whoever, Kendrick, I don't care. I'm not leaving my homegirl there. Once I get you back to the safe space that we left from, you want to dip, I can't tell you what to do. But you go with me, you leave with me. And the fact that Nolan, so-called bestie and brother, hey Angelique, what's going on? The fact that he's his brother, he's his friend, why are you telling Officer Tatum versus going to his mother? Why are we now wanting to show him everything? You get what I'm saying? Why are you showing where Nolan was found and all that? What they got to do with you because you claiming you don't know anything? You're claiming you don't know anything. One of us got to stay with him, especially if I'm his best friend. I ain't leaving because of shit like this. And that will sit on my conscience forever. And that's what I don't want. Let me get into these contradiction statements. And then I'm going to read this. Oh. Let me get this commercial out the way. Will it take me back to the story? Y'all know I be all over the place like my wigs, baby. And I want to shout out this content creator over on Facebook. Make sure y'all subscribe to Boogie Lowdown, okay? Make sure y'all subscribe to Boogie Lowdown on Facebook. Shout out to you, Boogie Lowdown. Warren Hudson's mother, Katie Hudson Seymour, reached out to me on 7/5/26 at around 11:30 p.m. And this is what she had to say about her son Nolan and his friend Wyatt regarding the incident at Horn Island. See, this is my thing with Ashley's ass. Ashley spoke out when I ain't saying you can't speak out, but we would have wanted to hear from Katie, Warren's mother, because again, you're a judge and it's interfering in a case, in a murder investigation, or however it's, put out there. Thank you for the clock it, okay, Brittany? Thank you. This is what she said. Good evening, Mr. She called him Rodan. I am Warren's mother, the woman you've been talking about on Facebook and posting pictures of our family. I'm here to tell you that we all love Nolan, and we are all deeply distraught. Your Boogie Lowdown information is not correct, and I ask you to please stop posting about Warren and our family. My son did not ride out with him, nor did he come back with him. That boat Nolan was supposed to be, she said the boat that Nolan was on, supposed to get on Wyatt's boat. He repeatedly asked Nolan to get on the boat at 5 when it was time to leave. She said at 5. She said at 5, y'all. Did they leave at 4:30 or 5 o'clock? The contradiction of it all. But hey, she said at 5 when it was time to leave. Now, correct me when I'm wrong. This is what they said. Thank you, Mooey. Hey, something sweet. Katie won't speak out. She don't want her dad in jail. The dad probably know Warren stepmother. I don't think his friends did nothing. Katie's dad is missing after they found Nolan. Also, the daddy's missing. Just want to get to the contradictions here. Things that make you go, This is what Katie Hudson, Warren real mama saying. He repeatedly asked Nolan to get on the boat at 5 when it was time to leave. But Nolan wanted to stay with the girl, and their boat was parked next to his. He was insistent about staying with this girl. Wyatt asked him several times to please get on the boat, and people heard him. My son loves him. He would never in a million years leave him. Warren does not even own a boat. Now, did Warren say, because I want to go back and play the first interview too with Officer Tatum. I want to make sure that I heard Warren say he didn't have a boat. Okay, Katie? She said again, Wyatt asked him for him to get on, and he said he wanted to stay, and Wyatt's boat started to fill with water. His boat ended up breaking down, and it was towed in. Hold up. Hold up. She said Wyatt's boat started catching water, and it was, so y'all can see that, it was towed in. Y'all see what she said? And it was towed in. I thought the tow got canceled. Didn't the tow man say they canceled the tow? But Warren's mom said it got towed in. See, this is when everybody didn't sit down and get their shit together before everybody started talking. She should have let Ashley lead the way. Since Ashley started the lead, it never got towed in. It did get canceled. But she just said it got towed in, country. And I'm going to post this really quick after I get done. I'm going to post this over there on my Facebook, on my YouTube post, so you guys can see it for yourself. So it won't be, you're pushing a narrative, you're lying. This is what Katie said, the real mother. She said, sure it did. Country said it never got told. It did get canceled. Why did she say that? Man, this make me want to get into the detective's office and get a job, LOL, because it's easy to tell who did this. My friend got killed like that, talking to a white man daughter. Prayers to you, you know what I'm saying, about your friend. This, she said, the times changed. The times changed. We went from 4:30 to 5. Ashley said 4:30. We're not seeing a detective role, GSF. We got to stick to 4:30. Not 5. You can't keep changing the time, because see, that means it's some lies being told. I would never leave someone that I came with. I don't care if you fall out, you were drunk, we'll handle it the next day, but I will not leave them. I'm just saying. Hey, Tracy Ann. She said, MTT voice, say what now? All these statements after the fact kills me. He said, everybody hit that like button. Absolutely. Thank you. She must have never heard the rescue people talking. Ain't it funny, country? Hey, Big Mama. I'm just saying what's being said. You know what I'm saying? I want to get to the contradictions. Because she said Wyatt never owned a boat. And the boat was towed in. I don't know this girl that he wanted to stay with. I can just tell you, though, my son had nothing to do with it in any way, shape, or form. Of a matter of fact, he was the first person that noticed he was missing when they got back to their friend's house. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put my motherfucking 2 cents in it, okay? How can they notice he's missing when they get to the house again if your son said they asked him how many times to get on the boat and he said he's staying with Katie? GSF, if you say you staying with Tamika, why Billy and them looking at you, looking for you at the house? GSF ain't here. It's called contradictions. I didn't say you can make a grown person do nothing. Katie's part is, why your uncles leave their home to come get you? Why not leave with your dad? On God, never leaving minds regardless. We'll figure this shit out later when your bitch ass sober up. Hey, Taekwon, baby. Can we get to the contradictions though, Jess? We will get to Katie again. Cause I said Katie played a role. You get what I'm saying? I said what was Katie's role yesterday. Cause we're not taking Katie off the board. Never said we was taking off the board. I'm going by what she said. She said when Warren got to the friends back to my buddy, as he called him. When Warren got back to my buddy's house, Nolan ain't here. Where Nolan? Y'all just said that Nolan wanted to stay back there with Katie. Y'all said, okay. Why are y'all now looking for Nolan in a house that y'all knew y'all left him back? Mia, baby, drop out Mia's link. What's going on, Bookie Boobs? He said in that interview, Nolan said he was going with Katie and the girls heard him. Ain't that what Warren said? So, Katie Hudson, why is you saying that Warren was looking for somebody that told him that they were staying back there with Katie? The contradictions. The contradictions. I know, Leslie. My bookie will drop her link, please. And drop Juju's link. Why would he know Nolan is missing if he said he was staying? Right. I know. Blenda. Yeah, I know. See, once I told y'all I'm going to get into the meat and potatoes. I'm not letting shit get past me and want to skip over this and go to that. I tell y'all with cases all the time, I'm staying right there. If I got to go back from the beginning and do this again, I am. I'm going to go through this 1,000 times. Words and some more. Yeah. The GPS on the boat stated that the boat went out 2 more times. So how did it get towed for a leak? So it's all a lie. I saw it on TMZ. Okay. Let's stay there. Because Katie Hudson, you know you messed up. You know you messed up, right? I'm just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. Absolutely, Mia, always. What's going on, Tasha Briscoe? What's going on, sister? Some people talking about it was virtual. No, it wasn't. The only thing was them drinking alcohol and them spirits. Okay? Okay, exactly, Miss Parker. They didn't notice Nolan wasn't there till they got home. They was drinking cut water. The looking at the house may come from when Nolan said he would get a ride back with Katie. Katie, the one who called the mom so fast and said Nolan was going with the boys. She came up with that. But GSF, why do you keep wanting to skip past the part that Katie Hudson, Warren's mama, has contradictory stories? We ain't getting past Katie. Katie on the plate. The characters that I stated yesterday, let me get my notes. Let me get my book report, my notes. Let me get my notes, because I got to add Katie Hudson. You made the list, Katie. You made the list. Your good lying ass. Katie Hudson made the list. You made the list. And don't hit me up saying a damn thing about everything you saying about me is a lie. You're the liar. The lie detector test determines your ass is a liar. Okay? And your son. The fuck? I'm different content creator, y'all. I'm different kind. I ain't over to bullshit and all of that with y'all. Hey, godmother, baby, what's going on? She said, I'm glad you are. Me, I'm breaking it down. So what if it come out Katie's dad did it? It can. And it can. I'm not taking that off the table. But we still got to stick with why are y'all having different stories? Because see, when you tell a lie, it changes. If we did something together, what Ashley said and what Katie said should be the same. It should be the same about what Warren said with his good talking about fish ass, okay? Talking about Nemo and Dory. Shit that wasn't asked, okay? That's how I know he knows something. Even if it was Katie's dad that did it, they know what happened. They know something. Okay, just saying. He also said there were some more black kids. He harassed who's the black kids, and was they interviewed. Who said there was other black kids? She said, try, boom, man, I'm just saying, y'all, I am. I'm taking them up through there. What about the big fight? I want to hear about that. Come on, Officer Tatum. And you brought out some important verbals in the case, but about the fight. Why we didn't go there? You know what I'm saying? That's a good question. So we can clear up Javon's part and all of that. Like, you get what I'm saying? Remember, they was far but near. What the fuck? I think Katie, one of the boys' girlfriends, or a sneaky link. I do. Like I said, Katie dad probably know the mother. He probably told her to say that. I ain't disagreeing with you on that. The parent who was on the boat who wouldn't allow these underage teens to drink and shit needs to be held accountable and punished. If the shoe was on the other foot, I absolutely agree. Kate Hutchins should shut the fuck up, okay? This is not supposed to be funny, but that cut water took me out, okay? I'm just saying, godmother. I'm just saying. Talking in circles ass. Let me be on the next stream, Miss Parker. You can come up in a minute. You can come up when I get done with these lives, with these videos. What kills me about the fight on the island is everyone say they don't know what it was about, but when you clearly hear get my effing phone, yeah, you heard it, Taquan. She said these was other black kids there was other. Yeah, we know Javon them is black. Hey, Miss Flipmo, what's going on, sister, over on the good Twitch? Make sure y'all go over there, subscribe to Twitch, okay, and drop a bitch some gems and shit. What's going on, Love Jones? What's going on? He said in an interview, and there's a police audio where where a call was made about the incident. I need to hear that call. Everybody just out here lying, lock them all up, okay? We'll ask questions later. He said Kay Hudson just want to talk. I don't care what Kay want to do. She knows she messing up. It ain't looking good on your son. Sometimes it's best to sit back and be quiet. Just be quiet and let it play out. You know what I'm saying? Ashley said what she said. She's a judge. I would sit it out. I would sit it out. But let's finish getting into it, okay? She said, he was the first person that noticed he was missing when they got back to their friend's house, and he called his mother. We know that ain't true. We know that ain't true. The Coast Guard in the sheriff's office, Warren is very responsible and is always keeping up with everyone else. No, he ain't. Because if he was, why would he go home looking for somebody that told him they're staying behind? If he was very responsible, he would have bought his friend back or stayed with him. That's being responsible. Okay? Whether Nolan's grown or not, she just said, this is what Katie said. Warren is very responsible and is always keeping up with everyone else. So why would Warren go to that house to Buddy's? Why did Warren go to Buddy's and look for somebody that he knew said they were staying behind? There's also calls where the kids was calling the police on the parents when they came for Nolan's property. They're full of shit. He got home and told his mom what happened, and she started covering for him immediately. Absolutely. He was interviewing with kid gloves on. Absolutely. He was not on the boat again. Please stop hurting us. Katie, be quiet. Be quiet, because Warren's alive. Nolan's gone. Be quiet. Hurt you have. Hurt you have. Shut your ass up. My son is besides himself. We couldn't tell. They went out for coffee and donuts and Starbucks and Laffy Taffies and some more shit the next day. Shut your ass up, Katie. He's beside himself. To go get Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks and shit, you better shut your ass up. I've never seen him like this before. What? Red cheeks and ain't busted a tear? What was he like? We ain't seen it. I ain't seen no emotions. He looked like Brandy and Clive Davis when Whitney gave him that letter to me. That's what they look. That's what one was looking like with Officer Tatum. Child, I've never seen him like this before. And I ask you to please stop the blame. This is not the boy's fault. Nolan wanted to stay with this girl and was insisting again. Then why the hell was your son looking for him if Nolan was so insistent on staying with Katie and your son Warren? No, Katie, shut the fuck up. Honestly, you're weird. This is weird. This is weird for me to even read it. Okay, just stop. I asked you to take my picture down off your wall and my son. Girl, everybody got Warren everywhere. Everybody got Warren everywhere. Matter of fact, I'm looking your asses up. I'm doxing you. I'm going down the rabbit hole on all of y'all. Just being honest, because I got to see what's going on with y'all. Just saying, doing the right thing. I bought my other son out there, and I saw my son Warren briefly and took a picture that we were not out there with them longer than like 10 minutes. Oh. Katie was there. So Katie, you drove all the way to Horn Island to take a picture for 10 minutes and got back on the boat. Because why Warren ain't said in his interview that Mom Dukes was there? Because he said, yeah, wasn't no parents there. Katie, that's why I say you need to shut the fuck up. Uh-huh. You're incriminating yourself, goofy. Katie said she was there. Anybody want to, you know what I'm saying? Countryside need a good doxing. This is good. These are good doxes right here. These are good doxes. I'm not worried about other people. Like, you know, when it comes to cases, I'm getting into it. Katie said she was there, y'all. I thought Warren just told Officer Tatum wasn't no parents out there. I don't care if you was there for 5 minutes. That means your ass was there. If you came to that party, you was there. GSF, why you don't want to believe? But Katie said she was there. Yeah, it's getting hot in here. Hey, Pretty Trucker, baby. Drop Pretty Trucker's link, y'all. Go subscribe to my girl. I'm taking Katie up through there today. In my Menace to Society voice, you know you fucked up. I love when people tell on themselves, honestly. Save me the trouble, or really just, you know what I'm saying? This is really saving me a lot of trouble, Katie, with your good talking ass. Please leave us alone. Please take my picture. I only took that picture because I was only there for 10 minutes. But Warren said wasn't no parents there, Katie. Why didn't you just let Ashley handle the scandal? Anybody? Somebody, anybody. Hey, Sunny, baby. Drop my girl Solid Sunny's link. Hey, Bookie. I know, Maisha. That's why I said the contradictions. No, Kamisha, Katie is the real mama. Remember, Ashley made it known I'm the stepmother. This is the real mother of Warren. Because Warren said in the interview with Officer Tatum, see, Officer Tatum, you was quick to go and post and say that his mama was lying. You said Nolan mama, you caught him in the lie. You was, you know, that little short video somebody clicked. Okay? I'll show it in a few. Warren was lying too, Officer Tatum. Are you going to come back and show that? Oh, we're being hypocrites. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, Officer Tatum. I get it. A bitch like me get it. See, when you call out a lie from somebody, you got to put it all on the table, Officer Tatum. Don't be biased. Okay? See, that's the difference with a house nigga and a field nigga. A field nigga gonna keep it real. House nigga gone. Lie. Oh, master treat me real good. Yeah, good. It's a good master here. I know. I know. Let me finish reading it. Who said Nolan got grown women pregnant? Cut it out. Nolan died for talking to that girl. I didn't say it. Somebody told me GSF. So they told me I went and listened to it, and they said that Ashley was a throat gobbler. Is what they said. She was a throat gobbler and shit like that. She was gobbling that D. And don't put it on me, okay? I ain't said it. They said she was dropping it like it was hot for the youngin, okay? She was throw down Tatiana and some more shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what they said. Now, y'all can't stop people from talking and saying what they say. Y'all gotta stop at thinking y'all can stop people from saying what they say and how they feel about the situation. I'm so confused by these lying ass women. And then who the girl Nolan was supposed to stay with. I thought that, but his mom's name is Katie too. Katie's the girl. Katie is the girl's name that he stayed with, but Katie Hudson is not Warren's real mom. So it's two Katies. Hey, AC Shakira. It's two Katies. For real, what Officer Tatum's issue? He don't like being crump from the sounds of it. Of what I get. Thank you, AC Shakira, for being a member for 12 months. Hey, LaQuanda, what's going on? The snuff snitching a motherfucker. You heard me? I believe either Ashley or Katie is preggo, and Katie's dad found out on a live Nolan allegedly. If not Katie's dad, then Ashley Warren's mom was preggo for Nolan, and Warren and the dad unalived them. Did someone drive Nolan's car? Who drove it? It was Nolan. Nolan's dad had to get the car keys and stuff. I seen somebody else because I don't want to miss nobody. She said, I see you stand on business as always. Okay, Sonny, you already know. I'm breaking it down my way. Everybody got their own way of breaking it down. Get your channel started and go talk about it. If you don't feel like me, yeah, it's fine. Okay, just me the peach. I'm saying what I'm saying. I feel how I feel. I could believe that rumor about her doing that because it's a lot of women of her color that does. Who busting out Tatiana? Nolan's text messages have not dropped yet, but they will. And baby, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. She said, throw baby in to think they kept his lungs. Baby! Smurf, stop betting. Y'all drop Smurf's link. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Belinda, I'm waiting for the text messages too. She said, for real, wow. Let's finish getting into this. And then we'll get into the video of the house Officer Tatum and Warren Baby. We'll get to Wyatt Earp. We're going to talk about Wyatt Earp Saturday because I got to go back to work tomorrow, but we'll talk about Wyatt Earp Saturday. She said, my son Warren briefly and I took a picture that we were not out there with them longer than like 10 minutes. I don't know how you're trying to link it all together, but I am just Warren's mom and I love Nolan very much. He comes to my house several times. I'm so sad. Please keep this down and look for this on prayers and find him. Yeah. Also, I just want to let you know this whole day has have been looking for him. It has been. Let me see if it's on there. If he posted that one. Also, I just want to let you know this whole day we have been looking for him. It has been devastating. We never heard y'all was looking for him. We never heard y'all was out there. I don't even know any of this was being said. How you don't know what's being... How you don't know anything's being said? Katie, please, shut the fuck up. That's why you're saying something to him. Because of the stuff that's being said, you say you came to clear it up. I don't know, but I know. 1 + 1 ain't equaling 2, Katie. I don't know, but I know. You said you came to clear it up. Which one is it? You don't know what's being said. So how you clearing up? You came to clear something up that you don't even know what you're talking about. Okay? Also, I just want to let you know, this whole day we've been looking for Nolan. It has been devastating. I don't even know that any of this stuff was being said. I had friends with taking pictures of these messages. Okay, I'm going to get off social media. I was advised that this is very destructive. Shit, you know you fucked up. You already came on social media. You texted this man. Now you want to get off. Now you want to get off social media. Katie, you put yourself on there. You texted him. You know this is an open case. You knew Boogie was going to post this. I was advised that this is very destructive. So why you bring your ass on? Use a hard-headed ass. Because that's why Warren Daddy left your ass. Because your ass was hard-headed. You don't listen. You the type of woman that don't listen. Hey, don't go in that room. You know it's destructive in there. I know I shouldn't have came in this room. I heard it was destructive. But you took your ass in that room. Make it make sense. I just ask you to please take it down, as I don't want us to get any more messages about this. Too late. See, when y'all put contradicting messages like this and you say the boat was towed, and the tow people come and say, yeah, it was canceled, we got a problem. We got a problem. I'm very Sherlock Holmes y'all asses. Yeah. I'm very Sherlock Holmes y'all asses. This is the mystery that I want to get to the bottom of. Okay? He said, hi, Katie. Has any of this been told to the law enforcement along with descriptions of the girl that he allegedly stayed behind for? You mean to tell me that your son is being accused of this because you said, please, can y'all stop accusing the boys, and said, I don't know anything that any of this is being said. Dan said, I mean, there's a lot of contradictory. 1 minute there's pictures being deleted from all people's cell phones, including Nolan's. Now they're saying that there is no pictures deleted off of his phone. And others, what do they expect humans to believe? Absolutely, Dan. Because then once you start hearing contradictory stories, that's why I said contradictions. Contradictions. Look, here go. GSF gonna make every excuse for him. The son probably don't even rock with her mom. She said she don't know, but she told him everything. The boat got towed. The boat took on water. We know that's true. That they said that the boat was taking on water. So she turned around and said she don't know nothing. I ain't know none of this was being said. Which one is it, GF? See, we can't make excuses. Yeah, I don't care if you cuss this time in the chat and I say, Katie, shut the fuck up. Okay? Then they say Nolan was fully closed. Yeah, that's what they say. Throwing everything on the wall, okay? What is the real facts of this case versus the real? Absolutely, Dan. That's why I want to come and break it down, Dan, if that's okay with you. I want to get to the meat and the potatoes too, Dan. No, I was saying she went and took pictures with it. Katie said I wasn't even out there long. But why did Warren say wasn't no parents there, period? Warren, baby. You know you fucked up. You just like your mama. Yeah, you know, we go out there and, you know, that's a good place to go fish and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Everybody goes to the Gulf and looks for Nemo and Dory and stuff. It's a good fishing spot and stuff like that. And yeah, the fish, yeah, some good fish out there, some good bass out there you can catch on the water. You know what I'm saying? He didn't ask you that. He didn't even ask him that. We talking about fishing poles and fishing rods and Nemo, finding Nemo and all of them and shit for. He didn't ask the man. See, that's when you know something other than what the fuck y'all putting out there. Because you going around the world and and you can't find your baby having ass. Just saying. He could have got the ride from Katie, and then when he got on land, they hit him in the head with a pipe. But I was just saying Warren probably didn't even mess with his mom. I'm just saying, JSF. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I went. We went to breakfast. I mean, I went to breakfast. I went to breakfast. I didn't mean to say we. I was saying I went to McDonald's. Yeah, I went to McDonald's. Yeah. And then the fish out there. Damn, he back to the fish. How we go from breakfast? You done said something about the fish, and we don't know nothing about that water. We ain't from there. I ain't heard nobody ask him about the fish or nothing. Now he done went from breakfast to the fish again, and then when he said what took place when y'all was going that day, what happened on the 4th? Yeah, because everybody goes to the Gulfport because the fish is good out there. Ah, damn, we heard about the fish again. Now y'all sent the wrong one. Maybe we should have heard from Wide Earth. Maybe we should have heard from Wide Earth. Not Warren. Yeah. See, Officer Tatum, your tactic, it was good for the clicking of you and to try to get the black people to open up to Warren. We ain't going. We ain't going. It made him look even more suspect to me. Warren is so beside himself. I never seen Warren like this. Warren was still eating donuts in Starbucks, getting lattes with extra whipped cream and everything else. They went and had him a jolly good time. Oh, you didn't know that either. Oh, you didn't know that was going to get out Katie. Oh. Well, Katie, maybe you need to shut the fuck up. Yeah, be quiet. Shh. Anyway, let's get into this video. Let's get into the house nigga. I mean, I'm sorry. I apologize. Officer Tatum. Let's get into Officer Tatum going out here and taking Warren out here by the, Ben Crump need to stop. We're going to see that. Now, Ben Crump, your ass might be a good lawyer, a good civil rights lawyer, but stop ever reading that shit like that. You got Shane Brock over talking about, I can't pronounce words good. Yeah, now his ass sound like Shannon when she was in court. The cranium, the neck, the defibrillator. What the fuck, nigga? What? And the vertebrae. I mean the where'd I see that at? Let me. What the fuck? Hold up, Negro. Now slow down. We know you want to be all that you can be. But bring some medical experts. You got enough money. Bring somebody medically inclined to come and read. Because you made me feel like I'm not smarter than a 5th grader. And I ain't the best with words either sometimes. But hot damn. It was very embarrassing. It was. Okay. The neck. Okay. It was some blood on his neck. Since you couldn't pronounce the other word, shut your ass up, being now. Not like you being, but enough's enough. I just couldn't. I couldn't, y'all. I'm just saying. TT, I'm sorry. I can't. We'll get into it because I'm definitely playing Nancy Grace's and we're gonna react to that too, okay? But let's get into this one right here. Let's take a look of the house nigga. I mean, I apologize. Officer Tatum's good paid off ass and see what him and Warren got to say.
Boys that they're accusing wasn't even on the boat that Nolan was on.
If I'm sitting waist deep in water and all my friends are, everybody's leaving their phone on a boat. I open the back hatch and there's water up to the batteries. And that is obviously not good. Nolan.
Yeah.
So why was Warren again looking for Nolan to be in the house when he said Nolan wanted to? You know what I'm saying? I get it, Dan. I get it. But then are you talking about me? I gotta ask. Whose brain is infected, Dan? Okay, my bad, Dan. Yep, you talking about them. Okay, you get a pass. Crump should have passed that point of, man, it was all over the place. It was.
To recount the exact path that the boys took. Also,
went from 7 to 30, 2020. He said, yeah, 20 or 30. Yeah, it was about 20 or 30. First, it was a solid 30. Then it went from, about 20. Yeah. And then he got to add it up to make sure it was 30. It was 8 on this boat, 8 on that one. And, about 15. Yeah, 15. 15 and 16 is 31. 15 and 16 is 31, Warren. You said 30. Ah, okay. I guess nothing matters. You know what I'm saying? Everything matter to me. Everything matter.
found it when they realized what the truth really is, because the lies have been pervasive. So we're right here where Nolan left on the boat. Find out how many and then we sat out. I'm at Horn Island, where the perspective don't even take them.
You know, you do. Shit, them YouTube checks be busting, don't they? Them YouTube checks be busting when you hitting on a high profile case and stuff like that. Because where they find you to all of a sudden want to be the voice of, you know what I'm saying, the voice of reason to clear the boys' names and stuff like that. Hey, Miss Boss Lady. The problem with defunding the police have said from day one, you better have a contingency plan who's going to investigate the crimes, other things if they do not have the money and the manpower. But we know these people do. Hey, Gina Wilson. She said, we need Johnny Cochran on this case, baby. If Johnny Cochran coming from the dead, baby, I'm telling you, I ain't watching no more, baby. But it would be good. But he wants to give him a voice, you guys. Nobody ever said they didn't have none.
I just don't want you guys to end up in a situation where no on the boat. So it's not just no.
But Officer Tatum, he said 30. Now you're saying 20. Y'all story gotta stay consistent. That's all I'm saying. It's gotta stay consistent. It can't be 20 today and 30 tomorrow, and today is 20. Yeah, absolutely, Miss Boss Lady. Hey, Keith, thank you. It can't be 20 today and 30 tomorrow, and then we're back to 20. Yeah, this is where Nolan was with about 20 kids on the boat. What happened to the 30? What happened to the other 10? But everybody lying on the boards.
Right here is where the kids were docking, and we're going to show you a video that coincides. I'm going to walk at the exact angle that the video is being broadcast from, so you know that I'm exactly where I say I am. But boys here, ton of people you onto and out. Just one and 3 and 4 boys was a multitude on 7-inch point on the footage.
Whoever said anything
it's just
about
from
them
probably
lying
that
about
boat
the boat
to, you know, maybe about 30, 40 feet here to the right. And this is where the video is showing how many people were actually clearly Nolan and 4 boys going out here to Horn Island.
Whoever said, Who did say it was Nolan and just for boys? Who said that? Thank you, Just Me the Peach. Thank you. She said, I got a client. Damn it. All them going down, they're not getting away with this. You should point A to B, especially if you've done it a few times. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. I agree. Absolutely, country. And again, you just said it out yourself, Officer Tatum. How come nobody seen what happened? You got thousands and thousands of people. You got boats lined up. Hey, Benzone, baby. Drop Benzone's link, my Benz. Why they keep saying Nolan drowned when no water was found in his lungs? Make it make sense, Tawana. It's the contradictions. And we definitely ain't going with the character of Stacey Turner, baby. We one of the characters on my sheet. You know what I'm saying? She made the list. Stacey Turner's good line ass. Give the throat to Washington, Stacey. And then we got Sheriff John looking like Barney Rubble and shit. Talk about they're not gonna rush me. You rushed to say that he drowned. Your good wrinkled ass rushed to say that the boy drowned. So let's get on it pronto. Oh, we gotta make sure all our I's and T's are crossing the contradictions and the lies that were created to sprue. Okay? Absolutely, Miss Boss Lady. I know, Miss Boss Lady. She wasn't supposed to do a lot of shit she was doing with all of them cases of the melanated men and women that, yeah. You tell, she said, yep, talking about no foul play, but now they don't want to rush. You came out as soon as you found him. Yeah, there's nothing to see here, you guys. He drowned. Now you don't want to rush. I just want to slap Tatum stupid because he knows one line and let him. Again, y'all, this is to make Warren look good to the. They always use somebody black to, you know what I'm saying? Again, go back to Trey Reed's. Go back to the officer that did Trey Reed's. I'll play it in a minute. Why hasn't this same black sheriff came forward and talked about the second autopsy with Trey Reed? You let them put you on the front line alive. Thank you, sophisticated. Thank you for the flower. Right, the people that gave the kids the alcohol need to be locked up. How is it people know how many people they party with see something not right in the bowl with everyone knows everyone, especially if they're out there in the same area? I agree. It's strange the person who did the autopsy wasn't there to read Nolan's report, being read it instead. Something deep finna break out. I don't know. I feel like
2,000 people. So this is wasn't some abandoned secluded island where nobody's at. Obviously, this is an island, not a lot of people here, but on 4th of July celebration. And so this place was flooded with people. Tons of people, multiple boats, multiple friend groups. I mean, everybody's here having a good time. And then the boat gets towed out because it was getting ready to sink. And so, and for what I was told, they told Nolan, get on the boat, man, get on the boat. And he decided, because he's an adult, that he was going to stay behind. And all the boys that they've been accusing, and they saying it had something to do with his death, They were all gone at 4:30. They were all gone. And
he said they was all gone at 4:30. He said they was all gone at 4:30, but the thing is, Katie said at 5, Wyatt asked him to get on the boat. Who asked Uncle Ruckus to come forward? Not Uncle Ruckus. Did you notice Wyatt said his friends, not their friends, but they all were so close? I heard that too. She's been messing with Nolan, and the dad found out and had the boys do what they said. I believe that. I can see that. I can see that. I can see that. But let's let the house Negro.
they told Nolan to get on the boat. He didn't. And then there was a report of somebody seeing Nolan around 6:30-ish.
Nothing.
And so for them to come out and claim these lies.
But why do they have to move on your time? Why do we got to be alive because they're not moving on how you think they should move? The same way I feel like people got to stop telling people to adopt their feelings. Hey, Shank Rock, make sure y'all drop Shank Rock's Twitch too, please. He has no facts, only from what he was told. Absolutely. Absolutely. Y'all know y'all can't tell me anything. My moderators know they can't tell me anything. I'll listen. But do I believe it? Being honest. They can't tell me anything. I don't go by just what somebody say. Man, I want to push the opposite house nigga in the water. They won't come out here. Why won't they come out here? You was paid to do this. Officer Tatum, you're doing what you was paid to do. You was paid to clear the blue boys so they can look good in front of America and especially black society. Now you're gonna get you some house niggas over there with you. You did that. You did that, Officer Tatum. Oh, I'm so proud that you're on it. Being Crump this. It's always us hating. He's a civil rights activist lawyer. I don't know if y'all know what civil rights is like. I don't know. But this is a house nigga. This is the black man that when you Toby them said they was going to the Underground Railroad, you know what I'm saying, to meet Harriet. And he's sitting in the meetings with the Negroes and going, Massa, Toby said he's a running. You know what, Tatum? You go on down there in that kitchen and get you a couple more of them tea biscuits. You earned you some tea biscuits tonight. And get your cup of lemonade. Lucille made some lemonade. You get you a full glass of lemonade and put your couple ice cubes in there. And grab you about 2 or 3 tea biscuits, okay? All of them niggers think they're running. That's what they said, Massa. That's what they said. What's going on, Godspeed? Stephen from Django. Yeah. That's it. That's it, Godspeed. That's why it's like this. I don't know why. They got other stuff they got to do. Don't get to that. And they ain't got to show it. I don't know why y'all feel like everything got to be shown. Being Crump does nothing for Black Lives Matter, All Lives Matter. It's still so who can we get? Why ain't it enough? Why his ass ain't doing it? See, we'll knock Ben, but why we ain't seen Officer Tatum do black on black lives, crimes and shit like that? See, we can't knock one and not knock them all. Okay? That's what I don't like about black people. We'll hold one to the cross, but everybody else get a free pass. Now you're gonna hold Ben Crump to the cross, hold his ass too, because I ain't never seen him. When our black kids are killing our black kids, I've never seen this Negro anywhere. So it goes for him and Ben Crump. We're gonna be unbiased over this motherfucker, okay? And we're gonna call a house nigga, period. Thank you, Designs and Decor. Hey, God, Child's Blessing. What's going on, sister? Just saying we're gonna call one nigga out, call them all.
Pushing the agenda is wrong.
You are.
And that's the reason why I came out here. I wanted to see for myself, what did this look like? What could have happened? You know, does the stories line up based on what I've seen and what I've heard from people that live here that were involved in this.
Who pushed that narrative?
People,
You going by what people online are saying. We're all gonna speculate and all that shit. Go to the parents and see what they said. They can only go by what they're hearing too. So you can't just put that off on being Crumb in the fan. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just can't do that because it's everybody's talking about this. All kinds, thousands of content creators, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. So you can't say, yeah, for those people to say it was like this. We knew it wasn't. Just because they didn't take their time out to look at the footage and all of that, then wait, be a little patient and wait for more to come out, doesn't mean that everybody is thinking the same way. It doesn't mean that warning them is clear of a damn thing. Are you cool? Boy, them house niggas, boy, with them tea biscuits. And doesn't help even people. It doesn't help even people that the political government still keep us divided, tries to keep us segregated between blacks, whites, and other things instead of learning how to play and get along. Who should we play and get along with then? You can't tell anything about where you are. First of all, you're at the other end of the beach. You're not at the point where they were. And you sure are careful not to show anybody. But, okay, baby. Because I want to see my buddy in them. Others can take jokes, especially the zombie jokes. Others got to get real upset. I didn't waste the effing money. I'd rather see it go into the communities for safety. I get that, and I appreciate that, Dan. Shout out to you. I see the person on the other side. Do you know something? Talk about, are we going to apologize to the friends for the one was never his friend and Warren said it? Officer Tatum should have stood up for Nolan and not do this interview. Tatum sold his soul. Nolan is black, and I stand with all my black people. When you hurt one, you hurt us all. Keep it real. Black lives only matter to people when a white man hurt them. They don't care about black on black crime. I'm in the hood. I preach this shit every day in my hood. So I'm not saying that. I'm just saying why you ain't holding this nigga accountable. Why you ain't holding him accountable? Because I don't hear him saying that. I heard him saying, you know what I'm saying? Let's stop saying that Warren and the white boys didn't, you know what I'm saying? And let's say, that's what I see the agenda. No, I don't agree with that. What part you don't agree with, boss lady? You were not a true friend if the mama didn't know. Okay? You didn't even know his mama, so cut it out, Officer Tatum. They didn't even know the boy mama, but he been his friend for 6 school years. His wife name is Susan. Come on, y'all. Okay? She said, oh, you don't agree with GFS. Okay, facts. Exactly. Speak the truth. Why can't we all be on one accord? Definitely don't agree. No, Ms. Park. I did say okay, my bad. Okay. All innocent lives matter. If you don't see that, I don't know what to tell you, zombie. Yeah, I agree that all lives matter. I do. I cover all stories. I cover all people of color. We do. She said blacks don't have to worry about being swept under the rug when it's black on black crime. Absolutely. They shed light to it. He's deflecting and also trying to use damage control. She said no soul food. Honey said Susan. Godspeed's crazy. It only gets swept under the rug when it's a black on, a white on black. Absolutely. Absolutely agree. Why Officer Tatum didn't ask the right questions, like we believe Nolan was on the boat. What happened? Point blank, period. Raisins is definitely in his potato salad. Oh, shit. Let me pull over. I'm sorry. She said, and raisins is definitely in his potato salad, baby. Absolutely.
And they came out here, and Nolan was with them, and maybe it was a few people out here, like it is today, and Nolan came up missing, then maybe it would be suspicious. But they didn't take the time to give context.
People. We worry about everybody else, what everybody else is doing. Do what you was paid to do. Do what you was paid to do. Clear the boys how you see fit. Go out there, do your investigation and all of that. As black people, we worry about the wrong shit. We worry about what Ben Crumb did and said and shit like that. Ask the right questions and let's move forward. That's why you doing a part 1 and 2. You getting paid all around the board. That's why you hit YouTube with them. Come on, man. Why they ain't go? Why did they not go and talk to their parents about this? My buddy. My brother. Nolan was my brother. So I'm going to talk to the mom and the daddy. Not you. Not even TMZ. These people ain't heard from these people. Another contradiction per Ashley. We're going to talk to Ben Crump and we're going to talk to Nolan's family. And y'all didn't. It sound good. Don't you ever seen somebody write a good report that sound good and they don't live by what the fuck they saying? Just saying. See, we don't want to keep it 100. Hey, the constructive house. We want to point out certain things. No, let's point it all out. Why is he worried about what Bent is doing? Instead of focusing on what he got paid to do, which was make the white boys look good to the American people, especially the black communities. See, we can't point certain things out because it's Ben and we don't like Ben. Don't worry about Ben. You're not paid by Ben. You're not on Ben's team. You're not paid by the parents. Worry about what you and your agenda is. That's it. That's all. See what I'm saying? That's why he's came. He didn't. And why ain't they? And why ain't they? And why are you worried about them and what they got going on? Ain't that like that with black people in real life? Hey, Boom Boom Belinda. Am I lying? We worry about other people's shit too much. As black people. We be at work doing that. We worried about why she ain't working as hard as I'm working. Instead of just doing what you got to do and get up out of there. That's our problem.
Situation happened, I can see how people had a concern. But you got to replay this moment with thousands of people here. If anything would have happened directly involving you, the people, anything happened, I want to come here and show you guys. This is believe they came to a secluded island on shore and nobody knows what happened. Nobody could have seen what happened but the boys.
No,
it's a flat out lie.
Said why nobody seen what happened is what we said. Lies.
Is there anything that you want to say, you want people to know about this whole experience?
Yeah, I mean, from someone, if someone's not from here, it's kind of hard to understand. You know, there's plenty of people out here, especially on the 4th of July, you know, that's where people come out to celebrate. And I mean, if you fill the water, you can see right here, Brandon, where it drops off. I mean, you can see literally where it drops off. So, I mean, it goes from about waist deep water right there to neck deep. And then it drops from neck deep all the way to like 17, 20 foot. I mean, and I mean, it was 30 foot of water.
Yeah.
That's where the west of the island is. And that's where the current picks up very, very, very bad.
The way you articulate it, I just walked in the water.
Warren, they said that the water was calm, baby. See what I'm saying? Yeah, that's where the, and that's where the tide, it was calm, baby. The water was calm. Yeah, this is where everybody come and celebrate. Didn't he just say that in part 1? We need to get to the meat and potatoes in part 2. We don't need a repeat of part 1. And I hope he don't bring up fish. I'm just saying. GSF, where did you go? What happened? Okay, so if Ben Crumb did come to them, what of it? What of it? If Ben Crumb came to them, what of it? If I'm a pay lawyer and I'm trying to get paid too, and it's a high profile case, I'm gonna take it too. That's our problem again. Worried about who came to who. Worried about the next nigga. That's the problem. That's why I said at the end of times, we gotta quit saying let's come together. At the end of days, it's gonna be that GSF is one of them niggas that's gonna be worried about the next nigga. He think he building a bigger house. They think they overusing that good lumber. That ain't real oak. You get what I'm saying? He's a civil activist, as he should be in this case. GSF is all I'm saying. What you want to say, Drones? I'm coming here demanding nothing. You can ask me, Miss Parker, are you going to drop the link? When you come here demanding, yeah, I just, you know what I'm saying? I'm heavy on demanding. Got so much killing for one young youth dying over BS games. Why has it the friends don't fight with our hands but words? Dan, you know, it used to be our thing. We fight with our hands. Hey, Natty. Hey, Lolly's my baby. Hell no, I got 2 trucks and 2-story house. Don't need to talk about the next person. You know what I'm saying? A black person gonna brag. Congratulations to you. You just point everything out with being, but you're not pointing out the inconsistencies here. That's my problem. This is a problem. Okay, I will, Drones. Give me a second.
My pants, they're wet. And you can tell right away that if you're hanging out in the water,
right,
it doesn't appear, in my opinion, that you would have your phone on you. Is that typical for people to have their phones?
And I can't knock that we in waist deep water and we don't want to bring our phones in the water. You know what I'm saying? I can see that. I don't, you know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that I can see, that we don't want to. Them sundown towns are doing the most. Man, you hear me? Okay, Drones, I'm about to drop it for you, okay? Distractions are not needed. Bottom line, and people are doing a major cover-up involved, okay? Time Warp, I get that we're gonna leave the phone on the boat because we don't want our phones to get where we in knee-deep water and stuff like that. Where is the docking? You just showed the dock. Where everybody was. I don't see that anymore. I heard Warren now trying to be a marine biologist and stuff. Yeah, the water's waist deep. Yeah, when you go out there, you see how the water cut off. Hell, we know that. No, Drones, you did nothing wrong. Hey, precious sis. He said GSF works with Tatum. He said you work with Officer Tatum. He's scared of the house nigga. Damn. You are literally talking about the next person you count in the family's pockets and talk about being Crump's intentions. You definitely are. We got to call it out, GSF. I ain't the only one peeping it. You definitely are. See, you got to start taking accountability. That's the thing, too. We don't want to take accountability. When we doing what we said we ain't doing, the hypocrisy got us. Stop. They mad because we come together standing 10 toes down for Nolan. How did he get from land to water? They know they did not they know they did some foul stuff. They paid their friends to talk. Never worked for him. I'm down for people believe it. I live in Louisiana. You're the one who worked for Taylor. But you are coming down on being Crump alike. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I say about the unity. It'll never happen. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to have that division. We're always going to have that nigga pointing out what that nigga ain't and all of that. You get what I'm saying? What this nigga ain't, what this girl is, what she ain't. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't look like us. They ain't doing how we want them to do. I don't think how y'all want me to think. I'm not thinking. I'm not adopting y'all feelings. Y'all could say that the boys are innocent all y'all want to. I don't feel that way, and I'm not adopting y'all feelings, but I respect y'all opinion. That's y'all. Hey, Bonnie. That's what we got to stop as black people want each other to adopt feelings because we're black and we see things. That's how you feel. Don't ask me to feel how y'all feel. And I don't want y'all leaving here saying that the boys are guilty. That's how I feel. Hey, Taco Princess. Didn't the parents contact Ben and Uncle Al? That's what they said.
Days like that, they come out here to celebrate, and people get on the water to be off their phones. First off, second off, if I'm sitting way deep in water, and all my friends are, everybody's living a lake. You know, if you're sitting on a pond, if no one's getting out of the water, if you drop your phone in salt water, most of the time you can't unless you're crazy. I'm not walking around.
Said she took her phone in the water. Let me get back to the contradictions. God damn it. Your mammy said she took a picture with you on the island. One. Let me go back to exhibit lies number 2026. Let me get back to the lies. Where the lie at? Where did she say we took a picture? Where did she say? Because there's so many texts right here. My son Warren briefly, me and my son Warren and I briefly took the picture that we were not out there with them longer than 10 minutes. She took her phone in the water, Warren. Now. Don't kill the messenger, okay? Don't kill the messenger. Your mammy took her phone and took a picture with you on the island, what she said. The mammy took her phone on the island and took a picture with Warren. He just said nobody's taking their phones and stuff, all the pictures. Huh? Anything, anybody? Smurf, send it to me. I'm just saying. But go ahead with the lies.
Now, how many people left the phone on the boat? Was it just his phone when y'all left, or
right? I mean,
other people have phones on the boat?
Absolutely not. Like there was at least. Well, I rode out here on a different boat, like I told you.
Somebody say, "Give me my phone" when I was in the water.
My boat. I grabbed my phone when I the boat with white because we were on the console. I mean, everyone's on the console. Like we had phones that we didn't even know whose they were, you know, and people just leave their phone, especially when people are drinking and you know they're not in the right state of mind. A lot of people are like, "Oh, I'll just leave my phone and I'll get it later," you know, and that's the way it is around here. You know, you don't take your phone and walk around the island. You know, there's plenty of phones on the boat, and we had 20 plus people on the spread between our three boats. So of course, everybody's phone was on the boat. I never saw someone in the water that day sitting with their phone in their hand, scrolling on anything, or even taking pictures in the water. Yeah, someone might hop out the boat. You know, a lot of girls like to take pictures, you know, in the water, and so do guys. But you know, girls want to take pictures in the water. Half a second, you might hop out the boat and be like, "Oh, I'm snapping this picture of myself or of someone else."
It just can't be both. We can't have it both ways. We can't have it both ways. Either y'all take your phones in the water or you don't. Which one is it? Because if you ask me, you know, some people leave their phones on the boat. Some of us take our phones in the water and stuff like that, you know. It can't be, no, we don't, like, you know, you put your phone in some salt water, but you just said people was taking their phones off the boat and taking pictures. Which one is it? Officer Tatum, it can't be both ways. See, y'all trying to clear up the simple shit. I get it. You don't want your phone in the water. That's not a biggie to me. Shut the fuck up. Who? I'm confused. Who told you what happened, TT? She said, I'm not going. I mean, neither.
Sense, man. And describe to me what the day was like. I saw a video online. How hectic was it out here? I mean, right now it's barren. There's not a lot of people out here,
Right.
But clearly that's not what it was on the 4th of July. But
a lot of people can't believe what you see all the time online. You know that better than anybody. But I mean, there was boats in the second row. We were in the third row where it drops off, and then there was even boats in front of us. And this went all the way down, and then there was on the east tip. We're on the north, on the south side. So, way down.
I was tired of all the cutting and bulking.
And if you talk to anybody on the coast about this, they know that.
Yeah.
I mean, 4th of July this is the hot
If he
spot.
said
This
the
is where
4th of
people
July one more
want to be. This is
time.
where people want to come out, hang out with their family and friends. And
people say that you guys just left Nolan behind. I've seen reports of people saying that you just left him. I see reports of people saying that you asked him to get on the boat. You told him to get on the boat. He didn't. What's the truth in that?
well, why it was built when it pumps. So a pump that releases water from your boat when water comes in. So, and that is obviously not good. There's water, by the stern. The boat, Nolan decided to stay on the island with the girl that he was with. And the girl is a witness to that too.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me that the toll was canceled? Hey, chill. So many inconsistencies in what he's saying. Yeah, definitely. Let's point out them inconsistencies. The contradictions. That's what I'm about today. Contradictions.
I'm glad you cleared that up, because I think it's important for people to have the context of like what it was on that day, what happened, what didn't happen, and the beauty of all of that you guys have evidence. I appreciate you,
Yes, sir.
giving me a rundown of kind of what it was like on that day,
Right.
and hopefully people can understand what the truth is,
Right.
and make their own decision on facts.
Right. I mean, based off people, there's not a lot of people that are from the Mississippi Gulf Coast that don't understand Horn Island and don't understand the way boating works. And, boating is a tight knit community. I like to fish a lot, and,
there you go, bring up fish.
Everybody, a lot of people, everybody knows everybody. I know a lot of fishermen on the Gulf Coast.
Lord.
They know me and my buddies because we like to go in the water all the time. I mean, that's what we do in the summer. And, I mean, a lot of people from the Gulf Coast know the truth behind, you don't take your phone out the boat. The little facts. It's a difficult subject. This Horn Island's like 11 miles long, not to be exact, but around 11 miles long. It's not like this is a sliver of an island. It's a quarter mile. It's like a sandbar. No, this goes on to, even if we came around this corner right here, Brandon, we couldn't even see the end of the island.
Oh, really?
It's that long.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
I thought that was the end right there.
No. I mean, it goes all the way down there, and I mean, it's a big island. There's a lot of people out here, and I mean, that's the truth. That's the way it was.
At this point, this is a laughable moment, even though this is not a laughable situation, because Officer Tatum, you did that to say what? Okay, you don't take your phone in the water. Everybody can take their phones. I can see that. That's not far-fetched to see, but then he contradicted himself and said that the girls took their phone in the water. Yeah, some people want to take phone pictures, so everybody doesn't leave their phone on the boats. And then he turned around and said, everybody knows not to bring your phone in the water. So which one is it? It cannot be both. Now, before we get into Nancy Grace and her fire ass interview about Nolan in the autopsy, I'm going to drop the link if anybody would like to come up. You do have to turn your camera on so I can verify and stuff like that. I am going to have my banter up, okay? And things like that. Let's just keep it respectful, have a respectful conversation and stuff about this situation because somebody did lose their life. You know what I'm saying? And again, everybody's entitled to feel how they want to feel about this. I don't believe anything happened to Nolan on that beach. I don't need the drones. I don't either. I don't think nothing happened to Nolan on Horn Island. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. I don't. They're trying to keep it there, but I hope Ben moves away from that. I don't think nothing happened to him on that island. I really don't. I think it took place elsewhere and stuff like that. And I think that the his body started to stink, and they had to take him back to the island to make it look that way, to paint the picture that he drowned and things like that. So that's just how I see it. If they in the water that much, they probably have dry bags. You can't never get rid of anything that you delete from devices. You can delete stuff off the phone. And plus, they deleted messages off his phone. Why was they touching his phone? What messages did they delete off of his phone and stuff like that? So I cannot wait for the messages to come out. I dropped the link. I did, drones. Let me drop it one more time. I took his body back to the island, make it look like that's why. Absolutely, boom, boom, Belinda. Boy, y'all down there, house nigga this, house nigga that. Hey, Bronx baby, what's going on? There's the link in the chat. Feel free to come up, share y'all thoughts and stuff, and then I'm going to get into Nancy Grace and stuff like that. She said, okay, I'm done trolling. Yes, country is trolling the hell out of GSF. Lord have mercy. But y'all entitled, everybody entitled to their own opinion. Don't block anybody because they're not feeling, and this to all the mods, if they're not saying what y'all want them to say and stuff like that. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. That's just how I feel about any situation. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want nobody to block me because I didn't value their opinion and stuff like that. This is not about that right now, though. I'm just saying it's about the opposite color and our safety. Absolutely. I can agree with that. Thank you, Lori. Thank you for the flower. Thank you. You're welcome to come up and talk to me. Anybody's welcome. The patronizing gaslighting pisses me off. Explain, Gina. Censor. It's okay. Let me ask Censor. Hey, Censor, how are you?
How we doing, Queen? How we doing?
I'm good. I'm good. What's your thoughts on this, Censor?
I'm calling from Lang City. I've been following this case since it happened, and I believe, like I put in the text, I don't believe anything happened on the beach. I believe whatever happened on the boat. And the reason I'm not that good with cameras, right? I don't have a YouTube channel, but I do. I just started the drones over our heads as an acronym. However, when I look at the pictures, right, the pictures from July 4th, when he was out with his friends, allegedly that day, there's something interesting about one of those pictures. If you take a close look at one of those pictures, there's actually like an axe or a hammer right by somebody's foot. Did you see that on one of the pictures?
I gotta go look at it.
You gotta go back and look at the pictures and look at by somebody's foot. It appears, and I'm saying to myself, like, what is the purpose of an axe or a hammer on a boat? Especially on a hot day when I don't know, it's very telling. It's very eerie. And another thing I want to bring up is, it's a good thing that Officer Tatum did the interview with that Warren guy, because the devil is in the detail. If you look at the boat trip at the end of the part 2, when they came back to the house, how everybody was running off of that damn boat, that's a telling tale. Like, something happened on the boat And they was like so damn startled to get off of that damn boat. There's no audio. It just, you see people waiting as they got off the boat. And then he kind of cut his camera because there were some people out in front of the house as well. But, oh my goodness. When you get a chance, go back and look at them pictures and look at the bottom of body feet. I'm not sure what picture it was because my heart, everything is just beating so fast right now. It's hard for me to process, but I know what I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my.
So how do you feel about how do you feel with Officer Tatum interviewing Warren? Do you think it's to make America see to try to not just clear the boys, but put them in a good light with the American society right now, with it being such a high profile case?
I can't speak to why he whether it's good or I think it's good to the benefit. Like if you have a keen ear, we can bypass what's being said and we can just look at what's not being said, right? I believe that video it further incriminates them because if the police, the sheriff really did a thorough investigative job, they would get audio from that boat dock. Because you obviously you can hear people talking. I got cameras all around my house. Yeah. You know, you can hear somebody talking and how frantically they were when they was running off of it, not running, but literally walking fast. They witnessed something, you know. I think the video was good. Not so much the commentary of him talking about Nolan and that's your best friend. You never been to his house. Like, I don't know how that's how's that even feasible or possible. But
yeah. Thank you, Latasha. I'm glad you put your perspective on it because it gives me a lot to go check out. She said, Sylvia said, my first time here, those boys know what happened to Nolan. I believe they did something.
Absolutely no.
Yes, welcome, Sylvia. Y'all make everybody feel comfortable and stuff like that.
You know,
bring it home.
At the beginning of part one of that video, Warren said he called his friend Bart. He said Bart, he said his father didn't want to go out, so he called his friend Bart, and he drove Bart's boat. So he asked him what boat did Nolan get on. He said Nolan got on Wyatt's boat. But in the second part, when you listen to him, he said, I was on Wyatt's boat, and when the bulge pump had broke or something, I was helping Wyatt with the bulge pump. But my question is, like, if you drove Bart's boat, did Bart leave you there? Because you drove Bart there.
Yep. Sure did. He sure did say that. You are so right. You are so right, Drone. You are so right. Hey, Aunt Nettie, welcome.
Hi, Miss Parker, Miss Parker. My theory is, I'm with you, something happened on that boat. But since they left the inside of those necks and that blood hemorrhage at the base of his neck and head, they either strangled him or they hung him with something on that boat.
I believe he got hit.
I believe they strangled him. Because think, if you strangle somebody hard enough, the blood is going to go back there. And people talking about, well, your eyes, not necessarily. You can get strangled and get no blood vessels popped in your eyes. In fact, I called the doctor and asked him, does it do when you get strangled with blood vessels automatically pop in your eyes? They said sometimes, but not all the time. It's the reason that they kept the inside of their throat. It could prove strangulation.
I think the throat could definitely prove something. I do.
And then when you strangle them that hard, the blood didn't go up that way. It went back. That's when I think they wrapped something around his neck to strangle him. But my thing is, if you're, first of all, if Miss Parker tell me, hey, Nettie, go ahead. I'm going to stay back here and catch a ride with somebody else. If I get home and you still not there, I'm not gonna automatically call the police and say I need to file a missing person report on Miss Parks. Cause you told me you wasn't coming with me. Why would your
Right.
first thing be to call the Coast Guard?
Yeah.
Second of all, when those Navy people, the rescue people, they offered you dogs to go on the boats to prove your innocence. You did not take them up on that offer. He says only one chemical that can get blood stains up, and he don't believe they have access to that. That's when they offered the dogs, and they did not accept the offer. But see, the police should have demanded the dog. The police should have took the dogs on the boat.
Yeah. I agree.
I believe a lot of them, they know they in cahoots. Like I thought about something when Warren said July 4th. That's really big around here. Everybody, you know what I mean, like pretty much like the whole damn town comes there. So my mind's like, what? Because my point is this: like during the holidays, July, especially July 4th, the courts are closed. You know what I mean? You're already out of school, right?
Hmm.
A lot of businesses, you know what I mean, not shut down, but a lot of CEOs get off, you know what I mean, like get time off of work,
Hmm.
right? So for that to be a big thing in that area, could it be that the district attorney, the judge, like a lot of people was out there? And maybe, you know what I mean, when some of those pictures come back, if people sent them in, you will probably see some of them law figures out there.
And let me ask you guys this: how do y'all feel that Warren said in the first interview there was no parents out there, but his mother Katie has come forward in a statement to this blogger on
There
Facebook
were
saying,
parents out there.
"Hey, I wasn't there long, but I took pictures." So why didn't he say, "Hey, my mother was out there for a second, but she wasn't out there long and she left"? Let me welcome Opinionated up here, guys, with us. Welcome Opinionated. Thank you for hitting the link. Hey, pretty
Thanks.
babe, what's going on? Go ahead, Opinionated.
Hey, beautiful. How you doing,
I'm
sis?
good, sister.
So here's my take on it, right? Stop. My dog's trying to talk to. But here's my take on it. I agree with you guys. I think that picture of that party actually happened after they returned back to land. The red pooling in the back of the blood, the body is so resilient, right? When you get injured and you start gaining edema or whatever, blood goes there to that area and you notice it will swell, right? So you're in an injury or either with blood pooling, right? If the blood pooled at the back of his head, he was laying on his back. But when he washed up face down. He was on his belly. So that tells me a lot right there. That means you had to come back and dump him. And when he was killed, he was, well, murdered or whatever happened. He was laid on his back long enough for that blood to start collecting, or either he got injured in that area and that blood went to that area to try to, protect itself. Your blood does that in your body.
Hmm.
And I really do feel though that happened, that party happened that night. And I think that's when they keep saying it was from a week ago, but I don't think so. And I think that's where he got injured. I think they really did something to him and they found the time and the space. I don't care what the Cajun Navy is saying. They found a way to get him to float up because his like the Cajun Navy did say, his body had no swelling from the water. None. It was
None.
almost like it was a fresh body. There's no way if your body has been submerged in water for 2 days, it's physically impossible with the human body. I don't care how fit you are. So that's my take on it. I really think something happened. Oh, and the last thing, that mama judge, she needs to shut up. Being a judge, she should know better. Being a judge, if you're gonna be quiet, be quiet. But you
You, you,
steady coming out and you steady making little statements and you making it look even guilt. You making it look worse for those boys because we already know that you the one who told those boys to stop everything and do this. And you're the only one making statements. Now you want to keep coming with statements, and Wyatt's statement is all over the place. And for the mother to say that they don't know him, I'm sorry, in a black family, come on, y'all, stop. In a
Right.
black
It's unheard
family,
of.
you come into their house. At one point in time, you gonna meet them parents, because them parents gonna want to know who you hanging out with and who you be with all the time. That was a lie in itself. He couldn't even explain that right. So I just think Officer Tatum is a lost cause. I think he's a part of that manosphere, red pill community. I think he just, he's the type of man who hate black people. That's how I feel. And so he's going to side with whatever. They have a lot of them out there like that. They have a lot of men who cause controversy between men and women. And I think he's one of them. He's that MAGA guy that you just don't want to deal with. And I think that's why they ran to him. They wanted somebody on their side instead of going to the police. And that's all I'm going to say.
If
Can
you
I
don't
say
mind, I
something
just
right quick?
yes. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Another thing, they had searched that exact spot where he was found the day before. They went over in the air. His father and them had been out there and searched that spot. And he in the same spot where he supposedly drowned. And it had already been searched. And miraculous, that's where he came up face down. Baby, I was born at night, but it sure wasn't last night.
Okay. Okay. And another thing with that, with you saying that, with Wyatt, with Warren's mama said, we went out there and searched for him for days. Why didn't y'all go with Nolan's mama? Why would y'all go with the mama? Why would y'all put your own search on versus go with the mother and the father of the child?
Because they were spotted all together having breakfast the next morning.
Mm-hmm.
They was
Like I
having
said,
a meeting.
me,
Mm-hmm.
me personally, I'm not going to be too hard on whether he's an officer or that's just a title. I don't know, but I believe that video raised even more is even more concerning because when you see the people getting off of that boat, it actually shows that pool party is at the judge's house. You can see half of the pool or at the watch play the end of the video. You can see that pool party happened there.
Mm.
Well, I'm gonna be hard on the officer. Anytime a man say that he won't cry openly about his father or children's demise, he'll do that in private. But when Charlie Kirk died, you turn your camera on and have a full meltdown. I can say
Mm.
something about you, Uncle Ruckus.
Me
You
too.
Mm.
may go. Just because you got a white wife, don't make you one of them.
Okay.
He's the
This
one who
man
he's
said
right.
on a video, I would not. I have to be strong for my wife. If my children are, they ask him about his children and his father. Oh, I would have to cry in public. In private, I would never cry in public. When Charlie Kirk died, he turned his camera on, his own camera, and he had a full blown meltdown, crying
Mm.
about how Charlie Kirk was such a good man. So yes,
And
since
brother,
what is it?
sometimes,
Sincere.
sometimes you just got to call it what it is. I was reading one of the comments. But imagine if black women and black men stuck together. We were already separated back in the days, the family. So what's wrong with us coming back together? And like she said, because you married to a white woman, we have to in this time, if in this day and time, we better start sticking together.
You heard
They
me.
use they use our own system against us to get Trump into office. They use the daggone Underground Railroad, but they just did it through social media and
That's
Discord and Telegram. We need to do that. And they kept it quiet enough. We
Yeah.
need to do that. So sometimes you gotta put it on what it is. That
yep.
man has a problem with our community. I don't know who
Yes.
hurt him in his community, but he has a problem with the black community. And he's also a red pill MAGA type person.
He- He's openly MAGA. Oh yes. That's
Yes,
why I call
again,
him Uncle Ruckus.
You know, I'm not saying don't be hard on Officer Tatum. What I am saying is that video is a benefit to the public that want to know or in search of the truth, because there's some stuff that is on there and we're paying attention to it, because most time and we're in our emotion, we might overlook something. Where we take time out to really just analyze what is being presented to us, we're going to see something.
Oh yeah. Well, you could tell the inconsistency from the beginning of Warren's first interview. First of all, I'm like her. I'm a black mother. And I'm 71 years old. I got friends I didn't have for over 50 years. But trust
Give
and
thanks.
believe, I went to their house and they came to mine. And my mama gonna know who house I'm going to. She gonna meet them. And I raised my, even my grandchildren. Baby,
Give thanks.
I got to meet their grandmama. You gonna know their grandma house? I don't want to talk to her on the phone. I'm gonna take you over there. I'm gonna meet her. And if it don't feel right, you ain't staying. How is that your best
Absolutely.
friend? And you didn't attend his funeral. You never expressed condolences to his mother.
Come
You
on.
didn't go out and search for him. That's a bald faced lie. Because you
Mm,
were spotted, all of y'all together, having breakfast the next day.
mm.
And you know
You
what?
did not call and say, I got his phone, Miss Wansley. We don't know where he is. Why did I have to track his phone? And then you didn't want to give it to my friend. And why y'all didn't want to give up the keys to my husband if that's your best friend? The
And don't,
majority of that
Come on.
first interview, he talked about himself and fishing. Nolan was an afterthought.
and don't forget that key word when he gave the keys to the daddy. Don't forget
He
that key
said
word.
was. Yeah.
That key word was Nolan was my best
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was.
And they didn't even, that
And
body
they
hadn't
didn't
even been
know he was
found.
dead
It
at that
was.
He
time.
did say that opinionated. He did. He did
Yeah.
He
say
It
sure
that.
was.
did.
They didn't know he was dead at the time. So why are you using was?
Yeah.
They
Past
knew what
tense.
they had did.
Yes.
And I wasn't too hard on Javon. That Terrest, that other guy with the T. Because if you notice when Javon did that first interview with TMZ, he was looking to the left and he was looking to the right. He got to go to school with those white boys.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was terrified. People kept saying when he interviewed with his mother, she was hunching him. I'm a mother. My theory is she was squeezing his hand. I'm here, baby. You can tell the truth now. She was encouraging him because that interview, he said stuff totally different than he did that TMZ interview.
Sure
They
did.
sent him to do that. That boy would say, when they asked him about race, he said, He looked up. He said, I don't want to talk about it. And he looked the other way. Then he said what he wanted to say. It was one
Let's go
on
right
each
here.
side of him coaching him.
Hold on, Miss Statler. We're gonna get back to that because you are so right. She said Warren is a fisher and Nolan was found by a fisher, not Cajun Navy. How do y'all feel about that?
I thought the
Uh,
Cajun said they saw him down there. They saw him
They
when he
said a
first.
ranger
they
found him
said a
first.
park ranger.
A
Okay.
ranger, not the Cajun Navy. It was a ranger
But,
found him
but then
first.
you heard them saying the Cajun Navy found,
Yeah, you did hear the Cajun
Nolan. They
Navy.
definitely said the
No, the
Cajun Navy.
Cajun Navy said they was flying up in a helicopter and they can visually see it from above, looking down.
Right. Right.
He said when he saw him, he saw a bunch of people standing around, and
And
he
he was
took the
fully
picture,
dressed.
not knowing Nolan. They was looking at Nolan's body, and they notified him. He said Park Ranger found him, and they notified him they had found the
That's what he
body.
said.
But
That's
you
what he
know
said.
what? You know what's so amazing and resilient about that too? Nolan wanted somebody to know what happened, cause it ain't no way at that particular time that he just washed up. That baby wanted. I think it was God, faith, and just a lot all together wanted you to know that hey, my body washed up at this time while they searching for me. Because you know, searches they take forever. They go on forever. But for that to happen, yeah, he wanted
I
people to know what happened to him.
Somebody just say Warren had. I don't know if Warren was the one that actually did it. I think they put Warren out there to take the heat off of White.
Yeah, I said that.
Now that's
I
my
said that.
opinion.
I said
They
that.
sent
I said
Warren out there to take the focus off of Wyatt.
Right.
Because
So
I think Wyatt and Nolan were actually closer than what. And if you notice when he did the first interview, I spent the night with Nolan at my buddy's house.
pretty house.
And we had got up and went to breakfast. Nolan didn't go though, just me and my buddy. So
Yeah.
that's your best friend. He at Joe Buddy's house. You didn't say his buddy. But
And
y'all
don't
gonna get up
forget
and
on
leave
the
him
boat
there to
on
go
that.
eat breakfast?
Aunt Natty, don't forget, even on the boat, he was like, yeah, my best friend Bart was in town. So I rode with Bart and he rode with
He
Wyatt.
going
You
white.
know what I'm saying? He kept it was a separating himself from Nolan
From
for no.
Nolan.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes,
And that's
ma'am.
my point. That's why I think that video that Tatum did is a benefit because you can use that um you can see the inconsistencies in what's being said. He's
Yep.
lying.
The only
He's
thing I
lying. He
say
knows
about
something.
that, right, like you're saying, is if he's playing it up, like you said, to get the story out about, since he was the only one that they felt comfortable interviewing with, he played the story up.
Yes,
The
the white
interview
one.
was weak. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? At the most weak. But if he did it to like disguise it so the public could finally hear something to kind of help the case, then that would be
Yeah.
a good thing.
And Sunshine even said he kept saying my friends, not our friends. And he did. He was like, but he was basically, he even said, he said, my friends accepted Nolan into the group. You know what I'm saying? We
Uh-huh.
all got friends that ain't friends. That, you know what I'm saying?
Right, right,
He
right,
kept
right.
specifying that in my buddy. And I kept saying, why my buddy? Why we ain't saying names? If Officer Tatum is trying to clear the boys, why we ain't saying names? You get what I'm saying?
He just trying to take he trying to impede the investigation. That's all Uncle Ruckus was set up there to do. They said, okay, you sent them black boys to, because
Like,
trust and believe they sent Javon them to TMZ.
because the mama didn't even know he did it. The mama didn't even know
No,
that he on TMZ. That's why they had to take it down. I had to. They told
yeah,
me yesterday in the chat, and that's why you know what I'm saying. And why didn't TMZ get permission? Because they know he's a child. You get what I'm saying?
because the judge
I agree
sent
with you.
him there. And another thing,
Right.
if you saw to get your word across, why didn't you go to TMZ? If you
Mm,
want to do it with a black content creator, there's Don Lemon. You know, Shank can put it out. You can come on over here. We not gonna be mean and disrespectful. Shank begged them to come on over to the Rock Squad, but they knew they weren't gonna get stopped. That wasn't even an interview. That was like
and what?
me and my best friend sitting down drinking a glass of wine and having a conversation. He ain't asked him no hardball, not one hardball. They
I
knew what they
agree.
was doing.
Mm.
I agree 100%. It wasn't an interview to me either. I agree 100%. It was almost like, yeah, go on and yeah, the people need to hurry outside. The family should have heard it first. The mother and the
Thank
father.
you.
That was his best friend, his brother, his buddy.
He practically lived with me for about 3 years. He was at my house all the time. But his
Mm,
mama said she didn't know you. Oh, we didn't go to his house. That's your best friend, though. They have yet. The judge even put in her first statement. I went to school with uh
his,
Christina, and she's a part of our community. But you didn't reach out to her. Christina said that she had to reach out to the officials. Nobody reached out to their mother.
mm,
Baby, what they need to do. Carlos Moore asked for the football players. If they ain't got no answer about the start of school, don't run nail down the black ball player. I say South Haven, Mississippi got them shopping malls. Tunica, Mississippi got all them casinos. Stay away. Hit them
yeah.
pockets.
Mhm.
When them black people start keeping that money back, that governor gonna make something shake because it's gonna. And Tunica, all them casinos, they gonna tell that governor, they ain't coming. Y'all got to do something.
Right.
Mm. Interesting.
She said, Pretty said they was best friends but never been to his house. That speaks volumes.
When he said
100%.
that, that's the first thing I said. Being a black mama and being raised by a black mama, oh, y'all wasn't even friends. Y'all was schoolmates. And he said, listen to this. We were best friends from elementary. Then he said, I met him in the 8th grade. Dummy, that ain't elementary. That's middle school,
That's what
junior
he
high.
said. He said we grew up together since we were little. I was like, well, wait a minute. You just said you met him in the 8th grade.
8th grade. But
Mm.
Tatum did, but Uncle Ruckus didn't call him out on that, did he? Sitting back, spraying back on them folks' white couch like he at home. Cause he
She
comfortable
said,
there.
Lurk said, what happened to the good old interrogation room? Where did that go? Why was this an interview in the first place? These kids ET interviews. I agree. I ain't never seen nothing like it. Cause we gotta look at this too. Before the body was found, they had lawyers.
Exactly. And the judge says she told them to scrub their social media. She said, I scrub mine because I got little kids. Well, guess what? Christina just lost one of hers.
And y'all notice I agree with Brittany. She said they won't y'all to think it's Katie to take the heat off them by any means. He called everyone buddy, but the black names he spoke on. I won't be surprised if he tries to point them out next. Cause I noticed he said everybody black, yeah, Javon and
Uh,
James, but everybody else was
uh,
my buddy. Everybody else was my buddy.
I wonder what color is Bart because he called him by name.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Everybody else was. Oh, baby. See, they don't know. Like I said in the chat, they
Yes.
wasn't expecting us to come together and stand 10 toes down. We tried to do that with Trey Reed. Stacy, you slid that one under the radar. We
Mm.
coming at you. It was a lady on Facebook. I'm gonna go back and find it this morning. She had the coroner's office phone number and the sheriff's office. She's asking people from area just call them, tell them where that autopsy, where them interrogations, when you gonna start investigating people. She said if enough people flood them, they gonna have to get up.
They said Brad said that he's about to expose everything. Who is Brad?
Joe did. He was on TikTok. He said if y'all don't start telling the truth, I'm finna leak everything. It's a
Mm,
white guy on TikTok. Now I don't know if
mm.
he pulling the leg. I don't know if he want that 125K, but somebody gonna talk. I don't care how much money you got. $125,000 look good.
Show do. Show do. Show enough do. And it's the contradictions and all of that for me. And like Officer Tatum, you know what I'm saying? He said, yeah, I want y'all to get to the facts. The fact is that Warren's mama said she was on that beach. That she was on that island and she took a picture. He said, don't nobody take the phones off their boats. She said they took a picture on that island and she wasn't there for 10 minutes. Contradictions,
And
lies.
he said that the girls like to get in the water and take pictures.
That's what he said.
That's when I say, as much as they be around water, people that be around water a lot can go to Amazon and order a dry bag for their phone, and they can use their phone in their bag while they in the water, and it won't get wet. So if you such a water baby, y'all know about dry. I'm gonna tell you what. I believe he saw them doing some coquiana, and
Mm.
he had that camera going and it hit on them, and they didn't want that out because they football players too, even though they lost their 12 last games. You remember they was talking about that on the boat too.
Absolutely. Let's go on, Natty. Let's go. These are
I,
called facts, Officer Tatum. What
Officer
you're doing is
Uncle
going by.
Ruckus,
You know what he's saying is, oh yeah, because they're on social media saying who's on social media saying because what we saying is irrelevant. What we saying is irrelevant. We
and
going
he
by what
lying too.
we going by what you just interviewed that boy and what he said and what Judge Ashley Cole said and what Mama Katie Hudson Seymour said is what we going by, which is
Because we never said it wasn't but two people on the boat. Ain't nobody on social media covering this story told that. And he said that told that bald faced lie to that boy. So Uncle Rooker's lied and Warren lied. Watch that Adam's apple when he talk. When he be doing them big old swallows and that up, he trying to get it. He forgot the script. See, he
Yeah,
rehearsed what he was going to say with his stepmammy. And then when that camera got on him, he got nervous, so he started ad-libbing and testifying because he forgot what he was supposed to say.
mm, mm.
Yeah, that probably
We
be the
got
last
to.
time you seen him because he did a horrible job. So.
Oh, it's a part three.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that.
Oh, is the
And
part
see,
three
he
already
talking about,
out?
yeah, it ain't out yet. But see,
But we don't want
Uncle
to keep
Rufus
hearing
talking
about.
about,
We don't want to keep hearing about the people come out here and celebrate on the island. We know that you said that
and
in
him
part one. We
fishing.
don't want to keep about no fishing. We don't want to.
He
You're not
said
even
part one and part
asking.
two.
Yeah, we're not even hearing real questions and shit. You know what I'm saying? To me,
But see, he
they
talking about
knew not
being crumb that want money. Every
to.
time he drop a part on his YouTube page, he getting paid. So what you doing?
Absolutely.
They didn't talk about racist Jeff and Megan getting over $1 million on they GoFundMe. I ain't heard nobody complain about that. Uncle Ruckus, what about that? I know since you follow, but see, he one of yours, so you ain't gonna say nothing.
Absolutely. 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 He said, I just want to give y'all, we know what we don't see the island. We don't see the island. They don't show pictures of the island and everything. We don't see the island. What's next? What's next? Warren don't know no. Yeah, the tide. Well, why did the Coast Guard say the tide wasn't there on that day? If he don't know nothing about Nolan on that day, why is he speaking on what the tide was like that day? Did y'all just hear that in part two? He was like, yeah, the tide. That was the 4th. We're not talking about the 4th of July. We're not talking about the 4th of July. We're not talking about the 4th of July. The day that he was pulled up, you trying to come back, ain't Natty come back because your connection is messing up. I'm going to drop the link, ain't Natty. Come back. And anybody else want to come up, feel free to come up
Yeah,
and
I'm
give
not
y'all.
gonna. Yeah, I'll let somebody else jump in. I just want to come in and offer and share a little bit. And I appreciate you guys. And stay on it. Hopefully the brother get justice. And yeah. You guys
That's
enjoy the rest of your
fine.
day. I'm gonna fall back in the chat. I'm still watching.
Okay. We great play the Nancy
Appreciate you
Grace
guys.
video. We great break that down and stuff like
Good,
that. So
thanks.
thank you so much, Ron. You're always welcome to come up. I love you guys.
And be sure to make sure double check them pictures though and look at the bottom of their feet.
Okay, I am. And they agree with you in the chat. Somebody else said they seen the pictures too and seen that. So they definitely
Give thanks. Give thanks.
Yeah.
Love.
So
Enjoy.
thank you, John. I appreciate you.
Peace,
You can
peace
come
and
back
love.
up anytime, okay?
All right.
All right. Let me help you out if you don't know how to. I'll help you out. Let's get into this Nancy Grace video. She definitely had a lot to say. Secret Service Sam, which is my guy. I love Secret Service Sam. He joined the panel, but it was somebody special on there. It was a medical examiner. I want to hear because she asked about that mark on his neck, that blood in the back of his neck. So I want us to hear that together, break that down a little bit, and then I want y'all to go catch the rest. I'm going to check those pictures out. Nancy definitely ain't playing. Again, like I said with the Casey Anthony case, if it wasn't for Nancy Grace going so hard, Casey Anthony probably would have walked, but she sparked a flame to that ass and got it moving. So let's get into this one. Cause she started off on fire. See, this is how Uncle Ruckus should have started off. He should have went in blazing. But see, when you get paid, when you use a paid Negro, use a house Negro, you gotta play how they want you to play. You gotta make the boys, like they said, look like Boy Scouts. Okay? Yeah, we wanted y'all to just because they're trying to make like 4 people was here. Nobody ever said that. I never heard nobody say 4 people was on that beach. I never heard nobody say 4 people was on that island. Hey, Steffi. Hey, Black Warrior, what's going on? I never heard nobody say that. Are you clearing it up for who? Who you clearing it up for? Because even if they did say 4 people, that ain't the family. It ain't Ben Crumb. So you got to look into stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm asking. Let me get to this one.
A young man, Nolan Wells. In the last hours, we learn the contents of a Nolan's body. Good evening. I'm Nancy Grace. This is Crime Stories. I want to thank you for being with us. Nolan was not on board. His body spotted by the United Cajun Navy.
We knew in this case, the time frame that was involved, that we were looking for a recovery at this point. It appears it was a drowning. Whatever happened really, really close to where the body was found.
Preliminary report, second autopsy, death of Nolan Xavier Wells. Cause of death, undetermined, pending investigation. And we'll explain that as we go through the report this morning. Of death, undetermined, pending investigation.
What happened to Nolan Wells? I listened and I listened and I listened to our friend Ben Crump as he went through the independent autopsy, and this is what I find to be probative.
Preliminary findings. This is significant. Focal area of red discoloration in the soft tissue.
Now, damn it, Ben, this is when you threw everybody in America off with your non-reading ass. You know you don't know how to read no autopsies. You got too much money to not get somebody up or a medical examiner to read that autopsy now. Shit. That pissed me off.
Issue of the back of the head, the occipital region. He said the etiology is unknown at this time. He said the body was received after the initial autopsy. He said the body had marked decompensation.
I'm ready to get pissed.
I'm 40 years old. Last month, I caught my wife crying in the bathroom because I couldn't even look at me anymore.
Baby.
We're basically everything. I know 69.
What else?
Me and All-Star panel to make sense of what we are learning tonight. That was an independent autopsy. We still don't have the official autopsy from the Mississippi Medical Examiner's Office, but straight out to a renowned...
What's the holdup, y'all, with the autopsy? Stacy, what happened? I mean, Sheriff John, what happened? I thought y'all said he drowned. The cover up is real in the Nolan Wells case. He said Crump touched the case and messed it up as well. I guess it's okay to mess up his name since he messed up this shit, okay? He was reading like a toddler, baby. Threw us all the way off, had us upset. What's the cover up? Why haven't y'all said what the... Because I know y'all got to give it to the family. Ben Crump has to get a copy of that. You know that, right? John, again, you said that they're not going to rush me to this. What investigation? You said he drowned. The contradictions, y'all. The contradictions. I know it's hard for you to comprehend this, but they're waiting on toxicology reports, which could take... That don't mean they can't give the autopsy report because they're waiting on toxicology. So, no, it's not hard for me to comprehend. But comprehend this. Get your ass on. Now, that's real easy for you to comprehend, okay? Now, Crump he was trying to make Sure, he got all his points out, baby. We definitely saw him. Y'all excuse He's graduating 4th grade. He's trying. It's been weeks. Come on, Brittany. Come on, Brittany. Come on, Brittany. I'm just saying. And you don't have to. I get it. I'm not telling nobody to trust crime.
Medical examiner, you know him well. Joining us, Dr. Kendall Crowns. He is the chief medical examiner of Tarrant County, Fort Worth. Literally, he is the esteemed lecturer at Burnett School of Medicine at TCU. I don't have to explain what it makes him not just a medical examiner, but the chief medical examiner in a metropolitan area like Fort Worth. All that aside, COD, MOD, undetermined. What jumped out at me, among so many things, Dr. Kendall Crowns, what does he mean about the red discoloration in the deep, soft tissues over a sip? What does that translate?
The bone in the back of your head, the directly back side of your head. So when he's describing these hemorrhages in the deep, soft tissues, it means deep in the musculature that holds your head in place, there is a red discoloration. What could this be? Lividity, cooling of the blood. The body has been kind of put on its back and transported to Washington, D.C. So that could be that. It could also be
on this, Dr. Kendall Crowns. But you got me drinking out of the fire hydrant. You're giving me so much information. I had to break in right there because use deep, soft tissue overlying occipital. Deep, soft tissue below.
Nancy. Sorry. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Freezing, no sound. Hold on. Can y'all hear me? Drone say yes. Okay, y'all can hear me. Good. I think we got a storm out here. It's pretty bad or whatever. But she's saying to him, because he said Nolan was laying on the back of his head, and that's what could cause the hemorrhaging. But Nancy said, no, 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 no. No. He was found face down. He was found face down when they found him. See the contradictions? we talking about? What happened to Nolan Wells? Nancy, not on that bullcrap. The official autopsy report will be more important. Absolutely, the Gray. I agree. I agree 100%. Y'all drop Nancy Gray's link in the chat for me. It's messing up. I don't want y'all to go so y'all can't hear it. You know, I want to hear it to the full extent. I want to break it down with you guys. So maybe a little later I'm gonna come back because I'm gonna be sharing the Emmett Till story. I definitely want to cover the Emmett Till story and things like that. And I want to get more into this. If I can see, let me know. Put a yes in the chat if y'all can hear it. I'm gonna try to play it, but put a yes in the chat if y'all can hear it. Can y'all hear it? Because I see some people saying yes, T-Lady saying no, somebody said no, Shelby saying yes, and I want everybody to hear it. So I'm just going to let you guys go over there and look at it for yourself. She said I can't hear it, and I don't, you know what I'm saying? Y'all keep these characters in mind. I want to also, what was his name, you guys, that y'all said wanted to speak out on Facebook? Who played it? Let me see what she sent me about the Black medical examiner. Give me a second, y'all. Brad, okay. Let's hear what the Black medical examiner had to say, guys, really quick. Hold on.
I've done hundreds of autopsies on infants, toddlers, young teens, young adults. See,
I don't know what's happening here.
your citizens, obese, morbidly obese, different ethnicities, suicides, murders, accidents, natural causes. I've done them all. So when you tell me there was an absence of the interior structure of the neck, my question is why and where is it? Was it recovered with the remains, or were the remains like this when you retrieve the remains? What part of this neck is missing?
That's a good question. That's a real good question, guys. What part of his neck is missing? Was his body found? Was it with the remains? That's a good question. He pointed out something really good.
Has the tissue been preserved? Or did the water damage or anything else disrupt what could possibly be used as information to find out the cause of death? Because if his neck is missing, then what caused his injury? The structural integrity of the neck, unless it was decapitated or dealt severe trauma, should be intact. So where's the portion of his neck, the interior, the inside of his neck is missing? Why? What can cause that type of damage to the neck and then the trauma to the back of the head? Did they strike him in the back of the head and stab him? Or did they shoot him in the neck? Right?
Thank you, Valerie.
And he falls back and he hits his head. In which case, in my humblest opinion, he was murdered. And the individuals who was with him should no longer be walking the earth. There is no justice, only just us. And in this situation, it's perfectly okay to embrace your Satans and enact revenge on the participants. They don't know nothing. Don't worry about it. You will not need to know anything else after I'm done with you. The only thing your people need to know is how to summon and or evoke you on your birthday and holidays. To include the parents. The boy was murdered. I've done more than enough autopsies to know the structural integrity of a human body. And very rare will there be an incident outside of blatant murder where a person takes a knife and attacks your neck to where the structural integrity of one's neck, even with a broken neck, the structural integrity of your neck is intact. Unless your head was ripped off or damn near ripped off.
Yeah, that's on TikTok. That's someone who said that he has done this. Let me see if I can find what Brad said.
Make things right, or two, I leak everything.
What did he say? Go ahead, Brad. Let me hear what he said again.
The way I see it is they have one of two choices. One, they can make things right, or two, I leak everything.
Brad said make your shit right, or he's telling. Brad said he fixing to tell. Y'all. Brad said he's fixing to tell, baby.
The way I see it is they have one of two choices. One, they can make things right, or two.
Baby, Brad, come talk to me, baby. This ain't no Officer Tatum, nothing. I'll pay you for your interview, Brad. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know Brad, if anybody knows Brad, his social media, tell Brad I will pay him for an interview. You know what I'm saying? Because Officer Tatum is gonna try to find them and make them change it. Hell, they probably try to find them and do something to you, Brad. Be safe out there, okay? Brad want that 125K, okay? Hell yeah. Brad look like he hitting a little bad. I ain't saying he is. You know, her look a little oily and some more shit. Brad said he needs some new shampoo. You know what I'm saying? He want to use that kind of shampoo too. You know what I'm saying? To give him that slick back Elvis look. You heard me? That was spooky. Why not tell? Hey, Snoopy, I need Brad to come to the front. This is so important. This is so important. See, what Officer Tatum didn't realize is what you said in your interview and what Warren said stood out. It was thousands, over 2,000 people there. And everybody ain't with the shit. Because ain't no telling what happened. You know, sometimes everybody knows everybody. You get what I'm saying? You don't know who knows who. We don't know if it's going to be Katie's dad. We don't know if everybody was in cahoots together. We just don't know. But what's done in the dark always comes to the light. Be safe, Brad, but leak it before they find you. Facts and comprehensive examination of the throat structure will prove or rule out neck trauma or choke out. Absolutely, Black Warriors. I agree. Get that money, Brad. Tell the truth. You heard me? Rose, tell the truth. And I hope this ain't no play. I hope this ain't nobody. Because Brad know he gonna have to come with facts. Brad ain't gonna just be able to say anything. Brad's gonna have to come with facts. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's asking, could this person hold the missing pieces in the Nolan's Wells case? Let me see what this one say. Wait. Let me see if I can read this. Damn. Being careful to say I only what I know. Wife Crystal did not give further comment of his return either way. A few hours later, Nolan's body was discovered. FF friends with Crystal. We were in the same office when I first moved back. We don't talk on the phone or send cards, etc. I don't typically see her page, but when I did, it caught me off guard. Stuck thinking like, Why did anybody leave the island? And then why are they just now deciding to help? Also, what I know, the Gulf Coast elite live on the water. And like I said, I did reach out to somebody from the Ocean Spring High School, and this is totally off of what the Nolan case, but the high school that Nolan went to, and he did say his family, he said, I hope you're thirsty because what I got to tell you is going, he said his family was the elite. He said it's beautiful here, but it is a dark side. And he definitely mentioned the elite. So he went out to search and then find him. Do you know these people? Let me try to finish to see what I can see in these messages. Being careful, only say, okay, let me see what the other one say. She says, so wait, I'm a bit confused on this information you're giving me. Do you think the coach brought his body there or they took Nolan's body on the boat back to their docks when they left saying their boat was flooding? I see what you're showing me. It's basically saying Nolan's mom reached out to him and he went to go look for the boy. I'm just confused on what you're trying to say. He said, okay, let me slow down. I want to be sure I'm being clear and transparent on how I piece this together and share with you. I'm not sharing this publicly, however, you're welcome to. I'm saying that this is possible. People don't. Okay. He said, I'm not sharing this publicly, however, you're welcome to. I'm saying that this is possible. People don't ask questions when a boat is taking water. Get a tow and let's go kind of thing. The altercation on the shore, if Nolan walked into that crowd out to the boat, it would be easy for a group of men to cause harm between the boats. It's crowded. People are hiding behind boats doing business and such. That's the scene. If someone is behind a boat, then the boat's doing something. You wade the other way. Very shallow, little activity in a way of undercurrent and waves on the north side of the island, just offshore. Say if he decided to swim, as some have suggested, and no, I don't believe that at all. All the waves will drown. I can't see what he's saying. Oh, he said yes. He said so. Yes, he could have been on the boat, went back to shore, and they got Nolan's body back out to wash right up where he was last seen allegedly. After they all scrubbed and deleted the social media. I'm not saying the coach was involved. I'm saying his activity, late as it was, may be more important. Another thing to consider: his body being in the same area he was last seen, and is very unlikely to occur naturally, and that's facts. um, have a general understanding the tide without being a meteorologist and having spent time at the barrier islands. I know people who know them. I do not know them personally. I do know the white boys and men on the coast do not face scrutiny of or investigation. I want that to change. Shut your mouth. Whoever saying this to this girl, he's putting out a lot. And he said, if what the two ladies said regarding the conditions in Nolan's body after transported is true, I believe the mom and dad are going to share his story with an open casket. This may be why the private team is holding autopsy results so as not to cause something that could roadblock services. I have access to a few private short-term rentals if you or anyone needs help with a place to stay. So basically, he's telling them to come down and look at stuff themselves. Okay, so this when he first started, he said, hey, I have a few things I want to voice, please. The boat taking water, where the something did that come from? Sounds like likely excuses to keep more people from getting on your boat to help and see what's going on, to get the boat towed to a garage from the harbor. Then Monday morning, a few hours before Nolan's body was found, Coach goes on his boat to search. A community member posted about it. So the coach, because why would the coach not give the family? Did you see the video of some YTs picking on black males in the sand speculation and matches Nolan's subscription. In my opinion, the YT boys are going to talk. So why wouldn't the coach, come on, y'all. Why wouldn't the coach offer to take Nolan, mama, and daddy out there? Why was the coach going out there to do a personal search? Does that make sense? You get what I'm saying? Does that make sense that the coach, because he keeps pointing out, he said, I ain't saying, but he's saying the dude that's telling this information to this young lady over here, it's the Detective Bree True Crime on TikTok, guys. It's called Detective Bree True Crime. You will see all of these messages right here. I'm pausing it to try to get the messages. If one of my moderators can go over there on Detective Bree True Crime and screenshot these messages so I can get a clear vision of what's being the coaches involved. If anyone goes missing on the island, nobody leaves. The water around the island is super shallow. The island is exclusive, meaning not just any boat can accommodate safely. And you need a bathroom, water, etc. Call me, please. I have info, but I'm not getting people to listen to me. He is over there spilling it. I'm talking about it goes on for hours. She said messages from our private source in the Nolan Xavier Wells case. So she definitely posted that. So she was saying she watermarked it because people like to steal stuff. It's still readable if you pause and read. Okay, somebody did post it right here. Let me see what he said right here. She said, I'm going to read this in a second and respond. I'm at work. Do you know the Judge Warren's mom or Nolan's mom or any of the boys involved? He said, so yes, he could have been on the boat, went back to shore, and they got Nolan's body back out to wash up right where he was last seen allegedly after they scrubbed. Because we can't forget, they scrubbed the boat. What y'all scrub the boat for? Why did they scrub this boat on this? Why? The coach is black and he wants to keep his job at the mostly white school, so he would go along to get along. Okay, Lucy, I'm with you. I don't think he drowned. I don't, Erica. The coach, Les George, is known racist. Even his black employees spoke out talking about how he mistreated they were. Wow. Real Bob said too many red flags. He said, and come on, you go missing right there and your body shows up right there. You drown from right there and your body just is right there where you, That's why I said I think they did something to him on that boat. Absolutely. He said after they scrubbed and deleted their social medias, I'm not saying the coach was involved. I'm saying his activity, late as it was, may be important. Another thing to consider, his body being in the same area he was last seen in is very unlikely to occur naturally. Having general understanding, the tie without being a meteorologist, have spent time in the barriers. Damn, did she put the other one in here? Damn, I thought she would post the other ones. Yeah, y'all go over there and get her link for me. And Time Warp, can you go over there and see if you can? I'm gonna share this to you, Time Warp. Let me copy it and see if you can screenshot those messages for me, please, sis. And Bree, I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna steal your stuff, baby, but I definitely want to read these messages. I just sent it to you, Time Warp. I'm just saying, Black Warriors, he didn't drown, he was murked. Absolutely, Jillian. Get along is my giving out the information. That's to get along. Get along versus not get along, knowing how to be friends versus not knowing how to be friends. On the second autopsy, they did send any parts that was needed to. Absolutely, Erica. That spoke volumes. That spoke volumes that they kept that part out. So, who were the two adults on the second video of Nolan getting down to get something? Could it be the judge? That's a good question, Sunshine. They didn't send all the parts. Absolutely, the money is about to move somebody. That money great, move them. Yeah, that's what she said, Clemmy. That money's great, get them to talk. It's a major piece of the puzzles are being hidden by the boys and their parents. This is getting interesting. It's getting good, y'all. I mean, I don't think we can do is want them to talk and stuff like that. I hope Brad does, or whoever Breed's person is. They're definitely over there talking. Time Warp, see if you can screenshot those for me, and I'm gonna share them on my post, as well as let me share the screenshot of Warren's mom too, so y'all won't be saying, "Oh, she putting out false information." You're lying. Nah, baby, this is what they said. And didn't Uncle Ruckus say he wanted us to stick to the facts? Okay, these are the facts. These are the facts. These are definitely the facts. Okay. Hold on. Let me post it. And some of y'all might even know the content creator that was sharing what Warren's mom said, but I'm posting it on my community wall. Y'all can go over there and check it and stuff like that. Read it where she said the boat did get towed, but they said, hey, it did not get towed. What am I tripping on how there are parts like they left when there was sharks of sort? I know, right? Brad looked high and scared. He might be here. We talking about Mississippi. Shh. They are full of mess, and now they feel it's a big uproar. They thought they was gonna stay quiet. My only question is, when is the first autopsy report gonna come out? I like to see just how different. Absolutely, Jillian. Absolutely. They was waiting on this. They was waiting on them to go first. You get what I'm saying? Come on, sis. I'm waiting on you. What's the facts? Your man drowned, or you don't know? I'm waiting. Right, it's strange the sex and autopsy. Yeah, Erica, definitely. Like Warren said, everyone was out there. It's the biggest night in that area. He sure did drone, staged or something. Staged or something, y'all. Staged or something. Absolutely. I agree with you, Real Vibes. It's definitely staged. They're setting up the stage. And that's what Officer Tatum is there to help them do. Set up this stage, again, like they said, to make them look like Boy Scouts, to make them look like saviors, and to say that Ben Crump is lying and all of this. Ben Crump can't lie. He wasn't there. He could only, everybody's going by what people are saying. And it's where we at, right? They wanted Ben to go first. He knew it. They fell into the trap. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. Thank you guys so much for pulling up again, dialoguing with me. This is such a high profile case, and man, I cannot wait to see what is about to happen next. Go check out Nancy Grace's video, because you get what I'm saying? I got to go and play it to see what she is saying, because they said she went off and it was fire. Facts. Tatum and Warren, I paid. Everybody know everybody, and they know what happened. Yeah, my parents and my family taught me right, never get in strangers' cars who you don't know. Absolutely, Danny, you heard me. I wouldn't dare. You heard me, man, Danny. I ain't going with nobody. It's even scary to go with people you know now, Danny. Yeah, the truth is, thought he could trust these so-called friends. They went from being, yeah, Dan, that's true. That's so true. The so-called bomb, I think everybody's waiting for this. Hell, don't do it for the money. Do it because it's something right. That's true, too. I agree. But, hey, we in a different day and time, Dan. And, I mean, That's so true, but we are just in a different day and time. Thank you guys so much for the super stickers and super chats, for having your memberships for so long. Those that went over there on my TikTok page to follow me and stuff like that, dropping gems and stuff like that. All the content creators that came through my bin zone, Miss Wisdom, and so many other content creators that came through, man. I appreciate you guys. My girls from the Mo 3 Sector, Favorite Snacks, Mia, you guys, I love you guys, okay? Thank you guys so much for dialoguing with me and giving y'all honest, unbiased opinions on things. GSF, all in my comment section. Clear the boys, man. No. Yeah, Nancy checked the guy from the Cajun Navy. I was like, go ahead, girl. You won't catch me going off with a bunch of white people. And man, I'm scared of my own peoples. You heard me. Thank you, Aunt Natty. Thank you, Drones. And thank you, Opinionated, for joining me on the panel. I appreciate y'all perspective. It was so much enlightenment to what y'all said. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Miss Jean. I appreciate you, baby. And you too, Erica, but I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Go enjoy and be safe again if you're down there in the area where the hurricane is supposed to land, the tropical storm, whatever they're calling it right now. Be safe, okay? Salute everybody.
Miss Parker, the YouTube star, lighting up the screen, you know who you are, bringing news you can use and a laugh or two. She's got the facts, the fun, and the realest view, with a voice so smooth and a smile so bright. She's shining like a beacon in the darkest night. Deep dives on the stories that really matter. She's breaking it down, cutting through the chatter. Pop and stay a while, you'll feel right at home. She's got a little something for everyone, with a heart so big and an attitude strong. Miss Parker's where you know you belong. She's an advocate, a friend, a voice for the unheard, asking all the questions, never missing a word, or a second to none. She's blazing like the sun. Miss Parker, the only one. She's got the news to amuse and the truth to reveal, digging for the answers, keeping it real. For those who need a champion, she's standing tall, fighting for justice, she's giving her all. With every upload, she's making a change, bringing people together, no matter the range. So hit that subscribe, don't miss a beat. Miss Parker's got the content that can't be beat. Questions we all have, she's not afraid to ask, uncovering the story, she's up to the task. With the